Hello and welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom. Thank you very much for looking at my past videos. There's been amazing progress and I'm very happy. I'm all good. So let's get on to something a bit different today. So I decided, what should I actually do? And I've come up with something called the Confessions of a Primary Teacher. So this is kind of where I get a story time in, to be honest, and as teachers we have plenty stories to tell. I'm actually going to tell you a quick story, and this one is called A Bad Observation. So let's get into it. I was on my PGC course as I am, and it was my first observation, and I was all pumped. I was like, yep, I've got everything ready, I've got this, I've got that. It was a science observation, I've got all my materials, and funny enough, it was on materials. I got my materials, I got my wood, I got my plastic, I got everything sorted. And I was like, yeah, got the power, it wasn't a PowerPoint, it was, I forgot what they call it now. I'm going back to it as well, I forgot. Active Studio or something like that. My lesson plan all drawn, I was like, oh, it's going to be a great lesson. I love doing science. As I'm a STEM ambassador, I love doing science. Got there, and then the first part of the lesson went fine. And I mean, when I've been the first half, I actually mean the first minute, went all good for me. I was getting ready, I was doing this, the children were getting involved. And all of a sudden, a child asked a question, and I answered the question. Was it all went wrong with me? So my lesson just took a turn for the worse. The child asked me a question. My lesson then went towards their question, and I just kept answering their question and kept talking about it. And I only have about 10-15 minutes for science at this point. So you're looking at 5 minutes, and I'm like, well, I need to do the activity now. So I kind of left it off there, and I didn't complete the whole lesson. So all the children went off to do their various activities, not really knowing what the lesson was about. They did a lesson that I did previously, so my observer was just looking like, and I was like, no! But as a teacher, sometimes you just gotta keep going. What more can you actually do? And I had a TA, and then she was outside with the children, and she didn't know what to do. I didn't explain anything to her. It was a catastrophe. It was an absolute mess at that time. So I got everyone back on the carpet. So I went from here to about down there to even down there. But to be honest, I was able to claw it back slightly with a plenary because they love doing that. So you're assessing the children's learning. So when I did eventually have my lesson feedback, she said, what could you change? And I was like, everything. Every single thing. I wanted to cry. But yeah. She said I did okay, but I just got to make sure I stick to my lesson plan. So that was a bad observation for me. I haven't had a bad one like that since, thank goodness. Hallelujah. I'm quite happy I haven't yet, and I'm not going to. I did the lesson again, and then it was great, so I was quite happy. But it was an informal observation in comparison to a formal one, so but yeah. That was my little story time of my very bad observation that I just wanted to cry. As a teacher, sometimes when a lesson's going bad, you literally just want to do this and just be like, okay, cool, see you later. That's exactly what I wanted to do, but I stuck in there because I had to. Look really bad if I did walk out, but I learned from that and I did well. That was my story time, or the Confessions of a Primary Teacher on a bad observation. I have so much more funnier stories than this, but I just wanted to start on this one because it's more recent. But my goodness, what a time. And I'll never forget it. Ever. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe to Primary Teaching with Dom. If you have any stories, leave them down below. If you don't, you will get some eventually, trust me. And yeah, these videos won't be coming out as frequently, but they will be coming out, so I can't give you a schedule or time. It's just one of those times when I just think of a story in my head. When it comes to my head, I'm like, oh, I've got to say it. But yes, but this will be a little series anyway called The Confessions of a Primary Teacher. So I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next video.